J.A.M Media, or J.A.M for short, where I cover all of the topics that I'm passionate about, which often ranges from music to sport to movies and video games. Recently I got to speak with Kilter ahead of his Through The Distortion live show in Sydney this weekend. Let's stop messing about though and get to my interview with Kilter. Your upcoming record has been in the works for quite some time now. Is it somewhat of a relief to finally have it about to be out?
Yeah, man, it's a crazy feeling. I think I remember thinking halfway through making it, once I'd kind of written all the songs and me and my label have decided what would be on the album, I was like, oh, that wasn't too hard. Albums are fine. But then the actual getting everything finished and having all the production to 100% was just stressful and time consuming and stuff. So it's a huge relief.
And you had
good feeling.
You had great success in the past just doing singles. Why did you decide to do an album this time around?
Well, personally, as a fan of music, I really love albums, and I think they give artists a chance to, show more of themselves that aside from just the radio single side, because stuff that works on radio is certainly different to the stuff that you can put out not on not as a single. So yeah, I just really wanted the opportunity to show the more weird beats that I'd make and the less commercial music too, and also just to kind of have a project that works together and is a bit of an experience to listen through.
And did you have an overarching theme going into the record?
Not so much story or any sort of emotion, but for me the record is pulled together based on its sound, and that was something that I spent a lot of time and thought on, is what I wanted it to sound like, because for vocalists they sing and the lyrics is what that's their voice, whereas as a producer the kind of textures and sonics that we create, that's our voice.
And you worked with a number of collaborators for the record. Do you write the lyrics, or do you just go to them with a beat and ask them to put lyrics to it?
It really depends, case by case. Actually, for this album, almost all of the songs were written in the room with the writer. There was a couple of exceptions, but for the better part, it was face-to-face writing, which is something that before then I hadn't really done too much of. Now I've gotten used to that. It really is the best way to work, because when you're doing stuff remotely over email, you can really just get bogged down in months of going back and forth, suggesting changes. Whereas when you're in the room with them, there's an energy there. It also allows me to have more input in what they're doing too.
Do you think that's a process you'll stick with in the future now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, given the chance, obviously there's people that I want to work with. I don't have access to sitting down with them right now, but I think it's just a really fun way of doing it, and it takes it's just a fun way to write and work.
This is probably like asking a parent if they have a favourite child, but do you have a favourite song from the record?
I kind of go through waves of really liking different ones. I think currently one of my favourite, Treasure, just because I feel it kind of, it's the most Kilter song of the whole album, I think.
And you recently got back from a US tour. How was that experience?
And I was there for a month, so it was a long trip, and I pretty much saw everything. I played 17 shows in the time I was there. So I feel I've seen a lot of the country now, which is great. And so, yeah, it was awesome playing to old fans, people who've been hanging out for a Kilter show for a while, but also making new friends and having people experience my music for the first time is always a great thing.
And have you come home now with a bunch of possible new collaborators and ideas for future records?
I honestly, I haven't really started thinking about it again. It's I'm only just now realizing that I am done, because I kind of finished it all right before I went on tour, and then that took up so much of my time, and it's only now that I'm home again that I'm oh, I'm done. It's finished. So I think, I got a lot of amazing musicians, so I guess my peripherals are wide open.
And you're about to head back out on tour again. How are you feeling ahead of that?
And I'm super excited. I played a stripped back show in the States, so I wasn't able to bring the best Kilter show possible with me, unfortunately. But for this one, it's like going to be amazing.
Yeah, your show is known for sort of complexity. It's not just a simple DJ set. Do you have that in mind when you're writing the record, or does that come later?
Yeah, no, it's in the back of my mind all the time. And I think that might have something to do with just my background as a musician. So the way I write is quite live. Like, I don't really like program too much stuff in on the computer. Like, it's normally like performing it. And so I get to like a part of a song that you're working on, and I'll be thinking like straight away like how I'm going to perform it and like what would work well at like a festival, or what would work well in like a club and stuff.
And with that in mind, what can people expect, particularly in Sydney?
I'm going to be doing a lot of the album stuff, as well as some old classics. And the show itself is going to be bigger and better than ever before. Like, I've kind of just like been focusing on making it quite an experience to watch and bring the album to life for the first time.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck with the tour.
Thanks, Jamie.
I hope everyone enjoyed my conversation with Kilter. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and share the video. Then also head over to jamieappsmedia.com and bookmark the website so that you can continue to see more interviews and reviews like this one in the future. Thanks!